Alright, let's get into Rushuur's replay here. 2v2. This is another video one, because we've got another console player, so I can't check if this is pre-made or not. But do we have camera shake on? Whoa! We've got camera shake on! Whoa. 6 tier 1 subs or 1 tier 3 sub? I guess in that case you'd probably want 6 tier 1 subs, because then I don't have to do another replay review. Rushuur, we use camera shake on purpose. Oh, it's a 3v3 game. I usually don't recommend backflipping into the boost in 3v3 or 2v2 for that matter, or any game mode. Half flipping into the boost is situationally okay, but I wouldn't recommend it. I think just sticking around the middle of the field, you're going to be able to have more of an impact and take yourself out of the game less, and also demand less boost from your side of the field. Alright, this is an interesting one. So the other team have beamed their touch, and now we can turn on this, but it still doesn't look like we're going to get a win on the race to this ball. Looks like somebody's probably going to beat us. So in this case, I think it would be better to leave one of your teammates to pressure, because we are not in a good place in terms of our boost total. And if we pressure this ball, we're going to have none. That mid boost is going to get taken. They're probably going to take the back boost as well. We're going to be boost starved in the midfield line. Why not let one of our teammates move up, and then we can fit in behind and grab some boost? Like, either one of you can apply the equal amount of pressure to the ball here, but if you do it, you're going to be boost starved. If you left your teammate to do it, he's not going to be boost starved. Now you have to go look for boost. So we could have actually just let our teammate move in there. Oh, what on earth are we doing? What are these? Oh my goodness. Okay, second try. We got it. It was just timing. All about timing. Rushuur, do you like camera shake, or does it make you feel like you're playing faster or more cleanly or anything like that? Because I'm curious. Good leave here. To let your teammate come in. This time we do switch places. It's fine to do that. Right. It's a little bit of boosting forward. This is something that I'll do if you were memeing. Okay, okay. You and your friend were using it. I'm just curious. Like, if you want to use camera shake, by all means. But I don't think it has many benefits from a gameplay standpoint. Don't believe it. He's probably just... Rushuur, don't lie. You just found out that camera shake is in the game, didn't you? Okay. Interesting things are happening here. So we've cheated. Using a little bit of boost on the way. That's fine. So now we're on this left-hand side of the field. You can safely assume that our third man is on the right-hand side of the field. Therefore, although you're getting ready to catch this center ball, because it's popped over the goal to the right-hand side, arguably it's easier for your teammate to move in here. So I would tend not to go for this from your position if you're this far away. Now, if you're a little bit closer, as you probably should be, if you'd grabbed this boost a bit more efficiently and you were closer to this play, you could go for this and you could probably score it, or put a good effort on net. But it's highly likely that a lot of the time your third man in your team is going to dive in and try and go for this ball, and it is technically on his side of the field by the time it reaches the middle of the box where one of you is likely to be hitting it from. So I would leave it for him. Just back off, because what you did there is you just cut in front of the midfield and probably cut off your teammate in the process. An easy way to not do that, by the way, if you want like a good rule to follow, and this isn't like a rule that you should follow in order to be playing perfectly. There are situations where breaking this rule is perfectly okay and in fact advisable, but a good rule to follow if you find yourself cutting off your teammates too much in 2v2 and 3v3 and you want to stop doing it, is don't drive around horizontally in the midfield. So that's anything between your kind of edge of your box. So wait, can you guys see my mouse if I click here? I think you can. So like here, this is the edge of the box. So like basically a quarter of the field, anywhere like in front of this, apart from when you're driving horizontally to grab boost, steals, or make demos or something. You don't want to be driving left to right or right to left in the midfield. Try only to drive up and down. That way you're never going to cut people off, or you're very unlikely to cut people off, because they are not likely to be behind you. Oh, almost squeaking in the aerial shot. That would have been good. So try to play by that rule. Far post rotations. It's not really to do with far post rotations, to be honest. It's nothing to do with that. It's just, okay, well, I'll go back to the point where it happened. So here we are in offense. If you follow my rule, we only want to be driving mostly forwards and backwards lengthwise. We don't want to be driving horizontally, like laterally across the pitch. Then a ball like that, we have to move really far. We have to basically move straight sideways for that. And we could have just cut off a teammate by doing that. So you don't want to do it. Just back off. Just instead of doing this, just back off. Wait for a better opportunity. What pass would you actually follow up on? Well, if he hits this straight off the back wall and it bounces out to you, not across. If it bounces out, then we could go for it. But it doesn't. It goes across, so I wouldn't recommend going for it. Right, let's go forward again and see what's happening next. Your flip sense was high this game, so that was a side flip. Nice. Wait, what did I just see here? Okay, our teammates just kind of passed that away. We're backing off. That's a good quick turn to challenge that. We are taking the mid boost, which is good news. Yeah, we're probably getting beat to this though, so I wouldn't turn here. Like, there's already an opponent moving in here, so we're not going to win the race to this. We should just leave him be, rotate back. And this is probably a position where... actually, is it? Oh no, both our teammates jumped. Yeah, so one of our teammates just flew for no reason. So he's probably out of the game, so we do have to go for this. And we probably did have to make that touch. And we're very lucky that we didn't concede. We were going for the right touch, though. We were trying to pop it back into the corner, which is probably the right idea. Do you do lower rank reviews? Yeah, all the time, man. Review anything, any tier 3 replay, or any tier 3 sub can send me a replay. I've reviewed things that aren't even Rocket League before, because people want me to. So this is another good breaker rotation. So notice what has just happened here. Our teammate has moved laterally in the opposition half, and he's just cut you off. This is the thing I was telling you, like, as a rule, if you don't want to ever cut people off again, just don't drive laterally in offense. Just don't do it, unless you're going for a boost steal or a demo. Don't play the ball after moving laterally, and you won't cut people off. So, yeah, he just cut you off and took your shot. And we are going to play this, well done, on the recovery. And we're going to play this as well. This is fine. Kind of just ball chasing here, but sometimes the ball just, like, falls in front of you. Sometimes you just have to. The game's playing itself, and you're just, like, following it around. Oh, here we go! Oh! Oh! Everybody gets so excited as soon as there's any off-the-wall play or off-the-ceiling play or aerial play of any kind in 3v3. Whole lobbies are into offense. This guy's up as well. They're both up. Everybody's up. This is our moment to attack the other team and to score on the fools. As if they thought they could hang with us. We do ceiling shots. Gum Gabber, thanks for 24 months, 2 years of subbing. Welcome back. And Shady Parson with these 6 months in a row, welcome back to you as well. Appreciate that. Don't go for this. Good. Go for this. Good. I personally am amazed. I don't think that our teammate meant to pass this, but he did. So I'm pretty amazed to see that. Where are we going? What are we doing? What is this? This isn't a recovery. Why are we not just going straight back into our half here? So 50-50 happens. We can't do anything with that ball. There is 0 that we can do to this ball. Nothing. Get back into your half, get boost. Get off the wall. What are you doing? Stop spinning. Get into your half, get the boost. Okay, we got perfect boost steal on spawn. The boost isn't there. Just kidding, it's there. What a steal. Incredible timing. Alright, leave it. That's the ball you want to leave because there's no pressure on it from the other team. So guaranteed a teammate of yours is going to go for it. Could have waited for the bounce here probably. Looked like we might have had time. In fact, we definitely did. This is tilting you so hard. What the camera shake? Well, you know, if we just drove on the wall, it would have been faster to get here and also more efficient, by the way. Just, you know, passive-aggressive tip of the day. Yeah, driving on walls is more efficient than flying. Second thing to note, by the way, this is another, like, general rule that you can play by, and it isn't a rule, like I said earlier, in the sense that you need to do this in order to rank up and you need to do this in order to play correctly, but a general rule is that if both of your teammates are already in a corner and you're in goal, don't join them. Don't go in there. Because think about this, we're trying to clear this ball, we're trying to like knock it into the wall and maybe pinch it clear. Not likely to go very far, it's maybe going to go right in the corner. Then what happens? One of blue team is going to hit it back into the middle, except now your teammate doesn't have a goalkeeper. So who's going to contest that? Nobody. So I wouldn't recommend flying off here. This is a bad game, not going to send a good game. Hey, Rushuur, I think it's a great game to learn from. There's a lot of talking points. I'm being a little bit, I'm just memeing around with some of the things, but overall, you've actually slotted into this lobby just fine. You've had a good contribution, I wouldn't be too worried. So again, don't want to be too eager to leave the goal area here. This position, although you're close to the goal, is not the best and not the most optimal one to be using for a few reasons. Just get inside that goal line. Get in the goal. There's no reason to rush into the corner. Like, it looked like we're going to go into the corner here. No reason for that. Our teammates are both already there. Just leave them to it. They'll do something. We're already one up anyway. We don't need to force the issue. So our second thing that we need to be thinking about here is, okay, where can we position to make ourselves useful? Probably in the goal. We want to be covering the goal, which you are doing. You're like, okay, I'm gonna shot stop. I'm gonna be in the goal. But this isn't a very good spot to be shot stopping from, because if the ball goes center over the crossbar, it's directly over your head, which is not nice because your vision's impaired and you can't really read it that easily. Get in the goal and you can, and your vision's not as impaired. Shot stopping to the near post is going to be a bit awkward here. If we don't post pinch it out, then we're going to own goal. So I wouldn't recommend being in this position. Both you and your teammate are on the wrong side of the goal line here. And the ball is going over our head, and we're not really able to do much about it. Luckily, our teammate clears it. Okay, it looks like we have time to get the boost, so that's a good grab. Yeah, we probably don't want to be going for these plays when we're winning. Like, I've said this before many times, but if you want to practice your wall game or your aerial game, be my guest. This is okay time to practice it. Ranked isn't like the be-all and end-all. But if ranking up is what you're trying to do, then this isn't a ball you want to be going for, because it looks like it's just not in your comfort zone yet. And there was also an opponent pressuring it, so you're not guaranteed to get a good clear on it, even if you do make the hit. Careful with this turn. Need to be a little bit more careful with some of these turns near the wall. Like here, power slide would have been very useful just to keep you on the ground. You want to be on the ground here, not on the wall. We're back on the ground now, but not before a little spree on the wall to take ourselves out of the game. Right, we could pass this to the right maybe. Looks like we have a lot of space there. Teammate did move in there initially. Looks like you tried to pass to him. But we didn't get there. We didn't get the pass hard enough. Second thing, like I said earlier, is we could wait for the bounce on that. It's much easier to hit a half volley all the way into the other team's half or into the middle for your teammates to run onto than it is to volley it. Yeah, this is not exactly ideal. I don't know why your teammate centered that. And yeah, I guess you do kind of have to go up for it because you're not sure if the opponent or if your other teammate's going to, and that if you leave it and your teammate does miss, is going to be a free goal for the other team. So I think we do actually have to go for this. If your teammate misses, we're just conceding, so you have to go. Double committing is better than sending nobody. And our recovery is fine. Oh, careful. In the same way that you don't want to be off your goal line when you're making saves, you don't want to be off the back wall or, you know, away from the back wall when you're jumping up to save things like this or block things like this. Because if this rolls around the wall to the left, we're not in a good position to deal with it. Like we're flying back towards the wall. Okay, the entire lobby 50-50. Yeah, I think a lot of people are talking in chat right now, or a few people are talking about why send a really good game. Some people do. Some people send me a replay of them popping off and annihilating the opponent. But I've always said I don't think there's as much to talk about in those kind of games. Games that are more close or even losses can be better to learn from. We've really let our boost management fall off towards the latter half of this game. It was pretty decent earlier on, but now it's disappeared entirely. So it looks like your wall game might be a weakness. Might be worth just getting into some training packs and practicing flying off that a little bit to the ball, so you can reach it when it's off the wall. So even if we did have boosts here, it didn't look like we're lining up the correct way. Just got to practice that a little bit more. Yeah, our boost management really has gone down the drain, but luckily our team are still holding on. Don't go for that. Don't want to be going for this while our teammate's also up. You're sending a cooking mama replay. What on earth is that? Cheers to that, King's Vector. Everybody's so eager to leave the goal in Rocket League. Look where this guy is. Why isn't he just in the goal here? Just get in the goal. Why is he way off his goal line? And then diving back into position. He could just be in the goal and getting an easy clear. Lost all our boosts again. We had plenty. Like we have 69 boost. We have so much boost here. We just boosted like so much while we're already moving supersonic, and we didn't even need to be going faster in the first place. And now we have none. Okay. I thought we were almost missing the boost on. Oh! Okay. Just got the save. Remember what I was telling you earlier about like just being on your goal line? Look how we're lining up here. We are not lining up parallel with the back wall. And all that is doing is making this save harder. It's just making it harder on ourselves. Because now we have to save the ball earlier. We're saving the ball like in the middle of our box. See that? If we don't barely get this touch, it's over us and it's gone in the top corner. Now, if we hadn't driven off the goal or off the back wall like this, if we'd stayed near the back wall, not on the back wall, but near it, we could have had a longer time to get that saved. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same thing as before. That's a good touch. You want to stay either in the goal or on the back wall, and you'll have like an easier time getting touches like this.